Welcome to Sky City Politics 101. Whether you're a server veteran just casually scrolling through videos or a new player on the server, this one's going to be great for you. As always, the Eater Show is executive produced by CQB, hosted by Tartarus, and sponsored by SC, Bradley's Pizzeria, Eater Asylum, and any other Eater-affiliated business. This broadcast may not be taken, redistributed, or used without the express written consent of Eater. Eater, go gold. And just before we start, the Sky City politics are built on a long-standing divide between the two major ideological camps, the utopians and the industrialists. On screen now are some of the ideals of these two groups and kind of what they support and how they're different in some ways. And we're going to start with the utopians because they're a little bit more simpler. Although not around anymore today, the Utopian Party did split into the more progressive groups as a lot of the members became radicalized. The Utopians believe in popular sovereignty, the idea that players should have a say in governance through direct input, voting systems, and public oversight. Their focus is on unity, history, and preserving the founding values that shaped early Sky City. But on the other side, the industrialists, who are more complicated, support meritocratic governance, leadership based on skill, contribution, and efficiency. They prioritize economic growth, infrastructure, and private ownership, often favoring rapid development over collective decision-making. While both sides want what's best for the server, their methods often conflict. Utopians tend to resist centralized authority, industrialists resist what they see as political gridlock, and neither fully trust each other. So, starting with Utopian Coalition. Over time, several Utopian-aligned factions formed a loose alliance known as the Utopian Coalition. Though each group has its own leadership and focus, they were all at one point utopians, or at least their party leaders were. They're all united by a shared belief in tradition, accountability, and preserving Sky City's political balance. And the first of those is the Eater Party, which focused on a progress through civic development. We'd support organized governance, fair representation, and sustainable growth. Our slogan, Go Gold, represents our standard for excellence in both leadership and construction, and also how we hold on to some of those values of the past. The Feudal Party, also referred to as the Black Knights, were led by Goat before his banning, and this faction models a structured monarchist style of governance. They emphasize loyalty, territory, and legacy, and have deep roots in the server's early noble system. So these guys held some power after the Republic fell, and during the dark ages of Sky City, where it was kind of deserted. They formed a little area outside downtown, as you know, Sky Justicia, Star Kingdom. The group fell, but that's besides the point. These factions make up the Utopian Coalition, and they're a group committed to upholding Sky City's foundational principles through cooperation, tradition, and a cautious approach to change. Now that we've covered the Utopian Coalition, let's turn the gears a little towards industry. First up, we have the CC Party. These are the classical industrialists and the original magnates of manufacturing, economy, and yes, a very lucrative drug industry. They're co-led by Tyrant of the Past and led by Juno Mask. A CC Party believes in economic party control through autonomy and influence in commerce rather than votes. If there's a product, they'll sell it. Guns, drugs, counterfeit money, allegedly, of course. If there's power, they'll broker it. Some say they invented capitalism in SSMC, others say they just perfected it. Either way, they are the stock market, and that still holds true to today. And then there's the Beater Party, founded by Big Pond and spiritually tied to the PvP clan BTE. They were promoted by SC Soldier Boy, and these guys don't really want your votes. They emerge from the ashes of political infighting, and they seek to disconnect from traditional power structures entirely. To them, city isn't about ideology, it's about utility. More shops. Think more shops, fewer speeches, more hits, less drama. Thanks for joining me on this episode. Sorry for the lack of uploads. Bear with me. I have exams. That's tough. I'm sure some of you guys do too, but we'll get back into things later. So, as always, we'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.